there's nothing in my movie vocabulary.
Good word.
Movie vocabulary. Yeah. Movie vocabulary. That just makes Woody Allen stand out. I know he's done some amazing stuff. But
okay, now, off the top of our head, though, every time I hear his name, I'm like, why is he so known? Like, what do we know him for?
Crimes and Misdemeanors, Annie Hall, A Rainy Day in New York.
Yeah. See, some of those old, really good ones he did. I don't know if they're classics.
I think in their Midnight in
Like
Paris.
for like,
I
the
think
older-
I think probably Sarge and
that generation,
yeah,
the baby boomers.
the baby boomers, yeah.
Because he does have, I mean, there is that stigma about him when you hear his name. Hey, fuck, Woody Allen.
Well, that's true.
I don't know why I threw an F-bomb in front of that.
All right, here's one for you. God, he's done so many. Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott. What? Okay, what has he done?
Oh gosh, did The Martian with Jason Bourne, whatever his name is.
Yeah, okay. That was a good film.
Body of Lies, American Gangster,
Oh, American Gang. Okay, that's why I know that name. American Gangster.
Black Hawk Down,
No, there's another reason I would know his name. Yeah.
Hannibal.
Oh, Hannibal. Did he do the whole series, or did he just do the Hannibal?
Hannibal.
The Hannibal.
Gladiator,
Okay.
G.I. Jane.
Oh, great film.
Yeah, I was going to say,
God,
I
that
don't
was a
care what
good
anybody
one.
says. That G.I. Jane and A Few Good Men,
Oh,
to me,
yeah.
are probably two of the best military movies ever made. That has to do with something other than just going direct to war.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
The backstory.
Yeah, exactly. Blade Runner, way back in the day.
Oh, that's back in the day. That's another movie I've watched a handful of times, and I just don't like it. I know a lot of people that do, but there's something about it that just doesn't catch me. Doesn't catch me outside.
And Cash Me Outside. I'm looking to see if there's any other that are just kind of, there's a lot of newer directors out there. Lena Durham or Dunham, whatever her name is, got the ugliest boobies on the planet. But I tell you what, there's one director out there he's not really making any waves, but he's really, really kind of come on as far as director goes. He's done a lot more acting than he has directing.
Oh, okay. Okay, give me a movie he's directed.
The brand new Lion King,
Oh, whoa. Okay, you lost me there.
The Jungle Book, 2016 version.
So he's okay. So we got a definite genre. He's
Iron Man 2, Iron Man 1.
oh, who are you talking about? Who is this?
Elf, 2003. Hang on, you'll get it.
In Iron.
Jon Favreau.
Oh, he's done all of those.
Yeah.
Wow, a good body of work right there.
Yeah, and I mean, just kind of slowly coming up the list. He just kind of sneaking his way up there.
It'll be interesting to see of the new school directors who jump out and stick in the forefront of our minds, like the Tarantino of the older generation, Tarantino and Francis Ford Coppola. God, he did.
Well, if you want to talk about kind of the Tarantino of the older generation, then
Older than us.
Yeah, and I wish Donnie were here because Donnie is a huge fan. Stanley Kubrick.
Very interesting person.
Does not have a great deal of movies under his belt, but the ones he does have, oh my God, Full Metal Jacket,
Yeah.
The Shining,
Yep.
A Clockwork Orange,
Mm-hmm.
one of the strangest movies I've ever seen in my life. 2001: A Space Odyssey, that was in 1968.
Mm-hmm.
Spartacus in 1980. I mean, the guy has got just some
Home run after home run after home run.
Yeah, and clutch.
Oh, Eyes Wide Open.
Eyes Wide
Or
Open.
Eyes
Yeah.
Wide Shut.
Yeah.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah.
He did that. That's another guy that has a style. Look at all those movies. And especially from like The Shining to Eyes Wide Shut, like how that just trying to like grew and transformed in what it became. That style's dope, dude.
Now, what about some of the new school? I need to look him up.
Now wait, Kubrick also apparently on his deathbed told the woman that was writing his biography that he filmed the moon landing on a soundstage.
That's right. That's
Kubrick
right.
is said to be true. Stanley Kubrick directed the moon landing. That's a badass film credit. I got this little short film called Landing on the Moon.
It's a little short documentary. You might have heard it. It's called "We Fucking Lied to You."
Like, man, I don't know, but it's a cool story if it's true. B, it could just be a movie director leaving this world and like, hey, I'm going to say the most outlandish shit before I leave this planet. You know, like right before I die, I'm going to tell him I'm Jimmy Hoffa.
Now here's another one. New School, and I don't know how you feel on it because he started his stuff in music videos, particularly Beastie Boys.
Particularly the Beasties?
Mm-hmm.
Who is that?
Well, let me.
I'm like Rick Rubin. No, that's a music producer.
Yeah, that's a music producer. Let me back up a little bit and see if you can figure it out. He is 50 years old.
Oh, that narrowed it down.
He's married to Sofia Coppola.
Okay.
His real name is Adam Spiegel.
I have no clue.
He has he's got awards for screenplays. He's got awards for directing
Guy Ritchie.
movies. Close.
Oh, damn.
Spike Jonze.
What?
Spike Jonze.
No.
Married to Sofia Coppola.
I did not know he was married to Sofia Coppola.
Yeah. I didn't know his name was Adam Spiegel.
I didn't either. He's done, you know what? He's done some movie. He's kind of one of those guys that slips in there, is involved and directs a banger, and he's gone for a while.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't used to be that way, but...
No. But as his reputation has grown, he's kind of become more mysterious. But yeah, he did. He directed a bunch of music videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's done a crap ton. Let's see if we can go down here and kind of go through.
And you're right. Yeah, he did do a lot of the Beast.
Now, there's one movie. His I think this is his very first movie, because he's also done TV and that kind of stuff too. But his very first movie is another one of those trips, kind of out of the Stanley Kubrick mind trip movie, and you really need to drop acid to watch this. Is a movie called Being John Malkovich.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That movie is as weird today as it was 20 years ago when I watched it for the first time.
That thing will twist your soul. It just gets in you, ties your soul in knots, and leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that's a wild ride.
Jackass the movie.
Spike Jonze did that?
He was writer and producer on that one. Yep. It's a movie by the name of Her, but he produced all the Jackass stuff. Documentary films. Matt Hoffman's tribute to Evel Knievel. He was
Spike Jonze did that?
Yeah, he's a big Evel Knievel freak, man. He was an Evel Knievel nerd, yeah.
Well, Matt Hoffman is too, obviously, he's an Oklahoma boy.
And he has just finished up the Beastie Boys story.
Oh, that ought to be dope.
So, oh, yeah. That's,
oh, man.
That's going to be
That
fun.
will be a good one.
Let's go to Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer, who had a partnership for years and years until Don Simpson decided to do a little too much cocaine and take his own life.
Yeah.
But
that killed that team.
Yeah, there's a lot of Tom Cruise movies that are directed by Jerry Bruckheimer. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots.
Like all the good ones. I mean, all the good Tom Cruise movies are.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Top Gun. No, Top Gun was not one of his. I don't think.
I think you're right about that. I think it was not his.
I think it was Scott. God, I gotta look this up now. I'm sorry, people. We don't have Donnie.
Bruckheimer even has his hands in some of the new reality.
Tony Scott did Top Gun.
Yeah. But yeah, Bruckheimer's got his hands all over the place.
But he did Days of Thunder,
and
He's done Will Smith movies. But yeah, Tony Scott killed himself.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird deal, huh?
Yep, he did Beverly Hills Cop stuff. He was also involved in Days of Thunder.
Okay. Days of Thunder was a great movie. I mean,
it was. It's the only movie I can think of where you can explain the physics of the movement of wind with 2 sweet and low packets.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie's got a bunch of really great scenes.
Man on Fire with Denzel Washington.
That's an incredible movie.
The Taking of Pelham 123, Denzel Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another cool one. The A-Team.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that probably was my favorite show growing up.
Here's another. This one here.
Okay, let's not get into
everybody loves this movie. Crimson Tide.
Oh, that's one of the most ultimate feel-good movies ever.
You get the guy from Russia.
Yeah.
Bring him, he sneaks in on a submarine.
On a submarine.
But Tony Scott and Ridley Scott were brothers. Till Tony Scott.
I knew that.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of other directors out there too. We're getting ready to shut this podcast off, and there's more directors that we still haven't even broken into.
We should get Donnie to touch on this at some point.
Yeah.
And,
let's call for alcohol.
I tell you what, next episode, let's get off of this. Let's go actors. And if anybody listening, you want to hit us up with a DM, an email, something, let us know who your favorite actor is, why it's your favorite actor, maybe.
Tell us something interesting about them.
Yeah.
Like Harrison Ford. You know how Harrison Ford got found?
No, I do not.
Harrison Ford was a stagehand. He built props. He was a prop master.
And he became an actor.
How
being?
Because he had to look.
Yeah, you got it, son. You got it.
Did not happen the same way for Steve Irwin.
No.
No. But he didn't get eaten by a crocodile, oddly enough.
Well, true. I mean.
But his daughter just got married. You know that? Steve Irwin.
I think I saw something. Yeah, I've seen something recently about
Bendy. I saw her in that picture in her dress. I was like, man, I'd like to bendy you over. Good God.
I hope you commented and said that.
And Steve, I still want to do your wife. Still want to.
Australians are just attractive people, man.
Well, she's from America.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's not even Australian.
Way to represent, girl.
I know. God bless the USA, right?
Right.
All right, y'all. That was episode 77. That went quick, my friend.
Yes, it did.
All right, well, for Mr. Donnie the Oklahoma Waterfall Smith, my name is Big Titty, and I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.
You guys already know what I'm going to say. Get out there and kick the day in the ass. Maybe not get out there. Stay home. Kick the day in the ass. Leave your mark on the world. Shiner out.
Social distancing rocks.
I hate it.
This podcast sucks.